Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And this watch is a lovely release from the 2005 model year, though the one in my hand was built later. You're looking at the Patek Philippe Annual Calendar 4936G-001. 37 millimeters in diameter in white gold. The watch features 156 brilliant cut diamonds. This is a rhodium-plated white gold case and an annual calendar with a black multi-piece mother-of-pearl dial. There is a lot to love. So, you can see 37 in diameter, 11.4 millimeters thick, lug-to-lug, 44.5 millimeters with a 19 millimeter spacing in between the lugs. Very similar in size to something like a 50-35. It wears exactly like one of those. Now you can see on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, it's actually a pretty good fit. I could see this working on a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference, so a man or a woman could wear this. You just have to be comfortable with the diamond aesthetic. Not everyone is, but some people do seek it out. You can see one of the characteristics of black mother of pearl, unlike white mother of pearl, which is always white. Black mother of pearl is an absolute kaleidoscope, a refractory dream come true of different colors, textures, and tones and chatoyancy. You can see it's incredibly marbled by a huge spectrum of colors. It's really unbelievable. Almost everything in the Roy G. Biv spectrum can be seen in this dial from various angles. So black mother of pearl is always my preference when MOP is used in a dial. It will fit easily under a dress cuff or a tight sleeve. You can see here we have large rectangular and medium rectangular scale alligator leather, but very symmetrical rectangular scales, an expensive cut of the beast. A light blue with a gloss finish, folded edge, a monotone stitch, calfskin on the bottom. It is a essentially unworn Patek Philippe factory strap. You have Patek's pull tab spring bars to pop the strap off the case without a tool. And an interesting thing here, we have conventional gray gold or white gold that's white all the way through and not rhodium plated. But oftentimes on gem set watches, even brands that customarily use gray gold for cases will use rhodium plated white gold because it is a better aesthetic match for diamonds. And you could see just how blindingly white this is, like platinum, compared to this, which is a much warmer tone of white gold. And that is the difference right there. So you can see here that the white gold is principally used to match the color of the case to the color of the diamonds. You can also see there are some places where rhodium-plated white gold will start to burnish. Now, it will always be rhodium-plated when it goes back for service, but I actually like the look of burnishing through the rhodium top coat of rhodium-plated white gold, so you might choose to keep that burnishing in place. The case design is quite simple. You can see we've got a little countersink to the crown so it doesn't stick out and protrude more than you would like. It doesn't seem like an encumbrance to the lines of the watch. You can see screwed in case back, but 30 meters water resistance, splash and rain exposure only. We have the diamond set bezel, and you can see it as a double row concentric diamond set. You can also see that the beading is done manually, so this is a very laborious process. It was executed on the crown, but also on the bezel, and all of those little beads that hold the diamonds in place, that is a laborious, time-consuming craft art to execute, so this is very handmade, and I mean that in the best way. Black mother of pearl, as I said, an entire spectrum of colors, and it is beautiful. Not only do you get different colors, but you get different senses of depth as you move this around. When I mentioned that word chatoyancy before, it's like the kind of quality you'll see on French polished wood, where there's a depth and almost a sense that you're looking into the material rather than atop it. You can also see that the sub-registers themselves are different cuts of the material, so at various angles they're going to refract in different ways than the dial base. We have radially arrayed Roman numerals here in white gold, hands in white gold, so they'll never tarnish or oxidize. Note an unusual use of a traditional Roman numeral 4 on this dial. Most brands, including Patek, generally use a watchmaker's 4, which is 4 individual characters. Let's take a look at this watch in the dark. It is Luminova. It does have some lume. It's actually fairly easy to read. Jumping back now, annual calendar. Patek Philippe's original innovation from 1996 on the 5035, a calendar that needs only one correction annually during the jump from February to March. So you can see we have the day, the date, the month. We have a moon phase. The moon phase has an adjustment interval of once every 122 years. The standard calendar needs 5 corrections a year. A perpetual doesn't need to be touched until the year 2100 in general, and an annual calendar only requires 1 correction a year annually. It's a 324 base, which means unidirectional winding. And we get very close here, and you can see we got ceramic ball bearings for greater efficiency. Free sprung, 6-position adjusted, 4 Hz beat rate, 34 joules, annual calendar, moon phase. This one features the Patek Philippe seal, so you know it was made after about mid-2009, and a silicone hairspring, which is both anti-magnetic and suggests this watch was probably built sometime after 2010, 2011 as well. The hairspring gives the watch a lot of resistance to magnetism, and you can see it has a Gyromax-style balance system with the adjustments done using eccentric masses in pairs on the balance rim, making it both easier to adjust precisely and less susceptible to shock-induced timing deviation. Decoration is credible, a combination of manual and mechanical means, but also an aesthetic balance that favors the appearance of manual finishing. There are a lot of brands, JLC, Glasuta Original, Audemars Piguet, FP Journe, where you have that medley of both, but the balance of the decoration looks more like it favors mechanical finishing. This looks more like hand finishing, and again, a 4 Hz beat rate. A little note about these center second 324s, although they don't hack, it takes only the slightest back pressure to stop them wherever you want to stop them, and then synchronize the watch to a reference time. So if you wanted the hacking hack for these, that is it. You can also see we have polished chapter rings for the sub-registers. It's just a beautiful looking watch with an owl-like visage, a big face and 2 large glowing eyes. Reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.